Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're studying lesson number 21, and today we're gonna do the exercises. Before that, let's study some lugwiyat, some linguistics, mulahazatun lugwiyatun, linguistic notes. First one is al-idafatul wasfiyatu. So we know what is idafa. Idafa is used, mudaf mudaf is used to show possession or belonging. For example, if we say talibul madrasati, which means the student of the school, which means the student belongs to the school. So this construction mudaf mudaf is used to show a belonging or a possession. Whereas al-idafatul wasfiyatu, it describes what kind of person we are talking about. For example, if we say talibu ilmin, seeker of knowledge, so talibul ilmin means the person who is seeking knowledge. So we use the same construction as of mudaf mudaf alayh to show the description, like the person who we're talking about, to show his or her description. Is going to be more clear with these examples. So for example, if we say dakhalat bintun, a girl entered, wajhuha jamilun, and his face is beautiful. So instead of saying this long sentence is a beautiful way and the sentence is more eloquent, if we say dakhalat bintun jamilatul wajhi, a girl with a beautiful face entered. So you see, the sentence is short and it sounds nice. So wajhuha jamilun is replaced with jamilatul wajhi, which is mudaf mudaf alayh, and jamila is the sifat of the adjective of the bintun, the girl, and it's gonna take the same i'rab. So is marfu is gonna be marfu. Next one is raitu walada sharuhu tabilun, I saw a boy, his hair are long. So in other words, I saw a boy with long hair. So we can say raitu waladan tawila shari, I saw a boy having long hair. So this one is replaced with tawila shari, and is tawila because this is adjective for walada and is mansoob, because walada is mansoob. Next one is takallamtu ma mudarrisina khibratuhum wasiyatun, I spoke with the teachers, khibratuhum their experience, wasiyatun is vast. So I spoke with the teacher having vast experience. So instead of writing this, we can say takallamtu ma mudarrisina wasi'i khibrati. So because Miss mudarrisina, jama muzakkar salim, this mudarrisuna mudarrisina because coming after ma, so that then we're gonna use wasiyatun change to is actually wasi'ina, mudarrisina wasi'ina, but because mudaf does not take the noon, so the noon is removed, only wasi'i is left. I spoke with teachers having great experience or vast experience. Hiya bedaul wajhi, which means wajhuha abiyadu, her face is white or her face is fair color. So here bedau is the adjective, so the sifa, but the mawsoof is not mentioned here, so is mahzoof. We talking about here some girl or somebody whose face is fair, so that somebody is missing here is mahzoof. So I just put a circle here because something is mahzoof here, and the bedau is the so bedau is the feminine word, so that means some feminine word is mahzuf here. So her face is fair, which her is referring to something, a girl or somebody feminine, which is mahzuf here. And bidaul wajhi is the construction of idafa, mudaf mudaf alayh. Okay, so next one is asifa mal idafa, adjective with the idafa. So we adding the adjective with the idafa. For example, haza kitabu talibil hindiyil jadidu. So now this will tell us we have the adjective here, Hindi and al jadid. So is this al jadid means the new book or the new student? So we can see by the era, because the naat manut, the sifa follows its mawsuf. So here al jadidu is marfu, because and then kitabu is marfu. So al jadidu refers to kitab. Al jadidu is the sifa for kitab, and al hindi is having kasra. So is the adjective for at-talibi. So this means this book, this is the new book of the Indian student. So jadid goes to kitab. And next one is raitu mudarris al-faslil jadidi. Faslil jadidi. So we have two sentences, faslil jadida and faslil jadidi. So when we say faslil jadida, jadida goes to mudarris, and when we say faslil jadidi, then jadidi goes to fasli. So here the new classroom, and here is the new teacher. I saw class of the new teacher. So jadid goes to mudarris, and here we're gonna say I saw the new class of the teacher. So here the class is new, here the teacher is new. Question number 3, al ishara to al mudaf alayh. So the pointer to mudaf alayh. Fi lugat al arabiyyatu naqulu, in Arabic language we say hazihil bintu jamilatun wa hazal waladu zakiyun. This girl is beautiful and this boy is intelligent. Or we can say al bintu hazihi jamilatun wa waladu haza zakiyun. Same meaning. So we can write this or we can write that. But here the pointer is this pointer is not to a mudaf alayh. When this pointer is to a mudaf ila mudaf alayh, waiza kan al musharu ila mudafan or al man la nukulu. So when this pointer is to going to a mudaf or a proper name, then we don't say haza. So if we say like it's kitabu muhammadin, we don't say haza kitabun muhammadin jamilun, and we don't say hazihi hadikatul madrasati sakiratun, and we don't say haza kamalun talibun, because these three words are coming as mudaf. Kitabu muhammadin, book of Muhammad; hadikatul madrasati, garden of the school; kamalun, here kamal is not mudaf, is alam, is the name, proper name. So haza kamalun talibun. So we don't say this. So what we say instead? Haza kitabu muhammadin jamilun. For in case of when haza is pointing to mudaf, then we're gonna say kitabu muhammadin haza jamilun. Book of Muhammad, of this book of Muhammad is beautiful. Similarly, for this sentence we're gonna say hadikatul madrasati hazihi, this garden of the school is small. And when kamal, when this is a alam, a proper name, then we're gonna say kamalun haza talibun. This kamal which we are pointing to is a student. And then number 4, ismul ishara mal khabaril marifati bi al. Pointer, when we use the pointer with the khabar, which is a noun with al. So what happens here? في اللغة العربية عندما نقول, when we say in the Arabic language, هذه المدرسة. So here madrasatu is the badal for hazihi. Hazihil madrasatu means this school. So this is not a complete sentence. Haza is the pointer and madrasatu is the badal for hazihi. But there is no information, no khabar that what about this school. So this sentence is complete. Hazihi laysat jumlatun. This is not a sentence. Walakin hazihi mubtada, here hazihi mubtada. Wal madrasatu badal, so madrasa is the badal and there is no khabar, so this is not a sentence. Walikai namala jumlatan, so to make it work like a sentence, nastakhdimu zamir al fasli, we bring in damir al fasl, means the pronoun of separation. The pronoun of separation, so we bring zamir al fasli. And we're gonna say fanakulu hazihi hiyal madrasatu. This is the school. So here hazihi is mubtada and madrasatu is khabar. And the hiya is the badal for hazihi. The next one is nunul vikaya, which means noon of protection. Here nunun nastakhdimuha ma'al fi'li qabla damir al-mutakallim al-mufrad al-muttasili ya. So this noon we use it with the fi'l before the damir mutakallam, the first person pronoun, singular, mufrad, ana, attached, ya. So for example, I have an example. Here is a typo. Yazribu mean he hits. So yazribu, he hits. Now if we're gonna say he hits me, so if we say yazribi, we add the first person pronoun ya. This is gonna be wrong, yazribi, because in this, if we say yazribi, it's like saying that the verb is taking kasra, yazribi, and plus ya, and the present tense verb does not like kasra, so this is the wrong way of saying it. So what we do, we bring in before ya and after the verb yazribu, we bring in noon. So this noon protects the verb. So if we say now replace this with yazribu plus ni, so it becomes yazribuni, and this noon in the middle is called noonul vikaya, noon of protection. So here is an example. Kallimi Muhammadun wasa'ali an kitabil qawaidil jadidi. Muhammad spoke to me and asked me about the new rules book. So here we see kallimi and sa'ali. This is wrong. So instead we're gonna say kallamani. We bring in noon between ya and the verb. Kallamani Muhammadun wa sa'alani. So and we're gonna bring noon here. An kitabul qawaid al jadidi. So this is the correct way of saying it. Okay, so this was about the linguistics. Now we're gonna do the exercises. التدريبات. السؤال الأول, question number 1. ماذا يمثل القرآن في المكتبة العربية? What does Quran represent in the Arabic library? So this is from the main lesson. So masala yumassilu, form 2. So the answer is yumassilul Quranul Karimu markazal maktabatil arabiyyati. So the Quran Kareem is the center of the Arabic library. Allazi taduru hawlahu kullul ulumi, which is the one around it all the sciences, kullul ulum, all the sciences revolve around it. وهو بمثابة الأبي للمكتبة العربية كلها. So is like a father of the Arabic library, kulliha, whole of it. So in other words, Quran, the role of Quran is like a father of the Arabic library, and kulliha goes to maktabati, means the emphasis on maktaba, means the whole of the library, not a part of the library. Limaza in kasama al-fiqatu ila mazahiba arba'atin. Why we divide the fiqh, jurisprudence, to four school of thoughts. We studied in the lesson that there are four school of thoughts. So the question is why we divide this into four school of thoughts. In qasam al-fiqh ila arba'atil mazahiba hasaba tafsiri kulli mazhabin riayatil ibadati fil Quranil Kareem. So we divide fiqh into four school of thoughts depending on the interpretation of the every school of thought on the verses on worship in the Quran Kareem. So in the Quran Kareem, wherever the verses on the worship, where their interpretation has done in a way that four different school of thoughts has some different interpretations. So this is how the four school of thoughts have emerged. Question number 3. Mata ahtaj al-Arabu ila ilmin nakhwi. When the Arabs, they needed the grammar, the sciences of grammar, when they realized that we need to have a grammar in place, that the grammar is important, when they realized that, when they needed that. There's a question. So ihtaju ilayhi indama dakhal al-muslimuna biladan jadidatan. So they needed it when the Muslims, they entered new lands, new countries, wa hakamu shauban, and they ruled people tatakallamu lugatin takhtalifu an lugatihim. So when they entered different new countries where their language was different than the Arabic language, so then they realized that people are not pronunciating correctly, and so they realized that there is a need for the ilmun nahw. Masmu awwali kitabin fi nahwi wa man katabahu. What is the name of the first book in grammar and who wrote it? So as we studied in the lesson, ismul kitabi huwa al-kitabu. So the name of the book is Al-Kitab. Wallafahu al-alimu Sibawayh. And who wrote it? The scholar Sibawayh. He wrote this book. Kayfa rattab al-Khalilu Mujamal Ainu. How he organized the dictionary. The name of the dictionary is Al-Ain. How he organized it? Rattabahu tartiban sawtiyan. So he organized this phonetically with the sound. Ma ashharu kutubi Abdul Qahir al-Jurjani. What are the most famous books of Abdul Qahir Jurjani? Ashharu kutubihi huma Kitab al-Balagha. So among his famous books on the Balagha, eloquence, on the are Dalailul Ijaz wa Asrarul Balagha. So these are the names of the books, Dalailul Ijaz and Asrarul Balagha. Ma ahmiyatu hazainil kitabaini. What is the importance of these two books? So qaddama manhajan jadidan liqiraatin nassil arabiyyi. So he put forward, or he produced a new framework or new method for reading of the Arabic text. So in these books he introduced, or he put forward, qaddama manhajan jadidan, a new framework or a new way of new method. for the reading of the Arabic text. Walaula an Jurjani katabahuma, and this comes in the lesson that had Jurjani not written those two books, lafaqaddatil maktabatil arabiyati juz'an muhimman jiddan, the Arabic library would have lost an important part of it. Mal kitabu allazi la narifu lahu muallifun, what is the name of the book? What is the book that we don't know who wrote it? So we know from the lesson that al kitabu huwa hikayatu, this is the book on the stories, hikaya, alfu laylatin wal layla, 1001 nights. So this is the book that we don't know who authored it. Man ahammul kutabil qissatil arabiyyatil muasirina, who are the important Arabic story writers, contemporary Arabic story writers. Who are those? Min ahammihim, so from the most important of them are Najib Mahfouz from Egypt, Hanna Mina min Syria, wa Tayyib Saleh from Sudan. Hal allafa al-arabu fi ulum at-tabiyya ma ahammul kutubi, did Arabs did they write in the ulum at-tabiyya, in the natural sciences? What are the important books? Naam, yes, they did write. Allafa al-arabu kasiran fi ulum at-tabiyyati, they wrote a lot in the natural sciences. Wa min ahammil kutubi, some of the important books are Kutubul Geographiya lil Idrisi, books on the geography, wa Kutubul Jabri lil Khwarizmi, books on Al-Jabra by Khwarizmi, wal Kimiya lil Jabir bin Hayyan, chemistry by Jabir bin Hayyan, wa Tashrihul Jism al-Insani li Ibn Nafis, and the human anatomy by Ibn Nafis. So those are some important books. As-su'alu Sani, question number 2. Al-Quranu markazul maktabatil arabiyyati, Quran is the center of the Arabic library. Ishrah hazihil ibara, explain this ibara or explain this phrase. So tanit min hazihil ibarata anna al-Quran al-Karima huwa al-mahwarul asasi. So this means that this phrase that Quran Kareem is the main axis, allazi nashat bisababihi, that muazzamul ulumil arabiyyati wal islamiyati. So this is the main axis that which because of this it produced major sciences, major Arabic sciences and major Arabic and Islamic sciences. So this is the Al-Mahwarul Asasi is the main axis that produce, because of it, major Arabic and Islamic sciences. Okay, question number 3, we have to put right check mark, this mark on the correct sentences and cross on the wrong sentences. Tanqasimul maktabatul arabiyyatu ila qismaini huma ibtidaiyu wal ilmiyu. The Arabic library is divided into two kinds, and ibtidai wal ilmi we studied in the lesson, so this is correct. Al-Aghani katabahu Abdullah bin Mukaffai an kitabi Hindi. Al-Aghani, so Abdullah bin Mukaffa, he wrote it from an Indian book. So this is incorrect. What he wrote was Kalilatu wa Dimnatu. So he didn't wrote this book, he wrote this book, Kalilatu wa Dimnatu. So this is incorrect. Alfu laylatin wa laylatu kitabun duna muallifin. 1001 Nights is a book without a author. This is correct. Tariqu Tibri kitabun yazummu ash'ar al-Arabi. Tarikh-u-Tibri is the book which contains the Arabic poetry. Arab poetry. This is incorrect. This book contains the Sira, but this was written on Sira. Yaduru Juzun Kabirum min Maktabat al-Arabiyyati Hawla Sira. A big part of Arabic library, it revolves around the Sira, around this topic Sira, which is correct. Question number 4. Ghayyir kama fil misali. So we studied al-izafatul wasfiya. So now this question is on this topic. So an example is given. Hazad darsu amsalatuhu kasiratun. This lesson has many examples. So instead of saying it amsalatuhu kasiratun, simply we make it to idafa construction. So we can say hazad darsu kasirul amsalati. This lesson is with many examples. So we just change amsalatuhu kasiratun to kasirul amsilati. Nadrusu fi fusulin hajmuha kabirun. We study in the classrooms that have big size, or we study in the big size classrooms. So instead of saying hajmuha kabirun, we can say nadrusu fi fusulin kabiratal hujmi. We study in the classes kabirat fi fasuli kabiratil hujmi. So kabira is the sifa for fasul, because this is fasul is the broken plural. So we gonna, the adjective is singular feminine, kabira. Here the kasir was adjective to dars, so that is why it was taking the same i'rab, damma. Here is taking kasra because of fusulin. Al-lughatul arabiyyatu jamilatun lakin fahmuha sabun. Arabic language is beautiful, but its understanding is difficult. So fahmuha sabun, its understanding is difficult. So we're gonna change this to mudaf alayhi construction. So we can say al-lughatul arabiyyatu jamilatun lakin sabatul fahmi, with the difficult understanding. Sabatul fahmi. So sabatu is the sifa for jamila. This is feminine, so this is also feminine, and this is marfu, so this is also marfu, and is mudaf and mudaf alayh. Ashtaraitu sa'atan shakluha jamilun. I purchased a watch with the beautiful shakal, beautiful shape, and its shape was beautiful. So we're gonna change shakluha jamilun to mudaf alayh. We can say ishtaraitu sa'atan, I purchased a watch, jamila shakli, of the beautiful shape. So jamila is the adjective, is the sifa for sa'a, and is mansub because sa'a is mansub, and feminine. Hazihil jumlatu manaha wazihun. This sentence, its meaning is clear. So manaha wazihun, we're gonna change to idafa construction. So we can say hazihil jumlatu wazihatul mana. So wazihun we change to wazihatu because jumla is the ta marbuta here feminine. So we're gonna change this to feminine. Wazihatul mana, mudaf alayh, and is marfu because al jumla is marfu. Al warqatu launuha abyazu. The paper, its color is white. So now we're gonna change launuha abyazu to mudaf alayh to idafa. Al warqatu baydaul launi. The paper is of white color. So baydau, this abyadu is the masculine word, in feminine changes to baydau, and is marfu because al warqa, because this is the adjective of al warqa, which is feminine and marfu. So that is why we have to change this to feminine and marfu. Hadikatul mahadi shajruha kasiratun. The garden of the institute, its trees are many. It has many trees. So we're gonna change shajruha kasirun to idafa construction. So we're gonna say hadikatul mahadi kasiratu shajri. So kasira is the adjective for hadika, so is feminine, so we're gonna change this kasirun to feminine kasira, and this is marfu because hadika is marfu, and then kasiratu shajri is mudaf alayhi. Okay, sakhil khata, correct the mistake. Haulai tulabul madrasati mujtahiduna. So we said that when the pointers are pointing to the mudaf, then we can't use haulai in the beginning. So we're gonna change this to tulabul madrasati haulai. The students of this school mujtahiduna are hardworking. So this is correct. Hal tukallimi ya muallimu aw tukallimu Ahmada. So here we have to use, because this is the first person pronoun, so we have to use noon between ya and tukallim. So we're gonna say hal tukallimini ya muallamu. Oh teacher, did you speak to me or with Ahmad? So yes, we have to bring in noon of protection or noonul vikaya. Hazal kitabu ya Muhammadu. So now we see al kitab is the badal for haza. So this book, O Muhammad, does not make any sentence. So this is incorrect because this does not have any khabar. What about this book? So we're gonna say haza, we're gonna bring in the mirul fasli. Haza huwal kitabu ya Muhammad. This is the book, O Muhammad. Haza babu baiti jamilun. So again haza is pointing to bab, which is mudaf. So we're gonna say babul baiti haza jamilun. The door of the house, this door of the house is beautiful. Tuhibbi ummi kasiran. My mom loves me a lot. So we're gonna bring in a nunun vikaya. Tuhibbini ummi kasiran. Haza kitabu tariki la uhibbuhu. So again haza is pointing to a noun which is madaf. So we're gonna say kitabu tariki haza. This book of the road, I don't like it. I don't love it. Question number 6. Sahih ma bainal kausaini. Correct what is between the kausain, within what comes within the brackets. We have to correct it. Like here man yakra. So these are the conditional sentences. Man yakra yarif. So man makes the condition. The first part of the condition majzoom, and the jawab shart also majzoom. So in example this should be man yakra with majzoom yarif. So this is the correct one. Who will read, he will know. Next one is in tuzak. So in makes both the jumla shartiya and jawab shart majzoom. So we're gonna say in tuzakir tanja. If you study, you will pass. And this one mata tahzuru. So this gonna be mata also makes both the verbs majzoom. So we're gonna say mata tahzur akra laka al khitab. When you come, I will read for you the letter. Al khitab, the letter. So the correction is tahzur and akra majzoom. Aina will also make fail mudare majzoom. So we the removing of noun is the making majzoom these 5 special verbs. Noun is removed, so this one of them. Aina tazhabu tajidul kutub al arabiyya. So the correct one is just remove noon. Tazhabu, aina tazhabu tajidul kutub al arabiyya. Law, had you ascend ilal kamari, to the moon, lashahatum ul arda kurata sagiratan. Had you ascend to the moon, you will surely see the earth as a small ball. So earth looks like just like from here we see a moon, small ball. The earth will look the same when we ascend to moon. So law does not make fail mudare majzoom. So this is going to be tas'aduna. So this is just the opposite of this. Law tas'aduna ilal kamri, then this sentence. Kaifa tu'amilin nasa yuami lunaka. So this one is correct with the majzoom, but because here this word ending with the majzoom form, and this starting from the majzoom form is double noun. First noun has the sukoon, so we cannot connect this until we put some haraka. So this should be then changed to tu'amili, and this gonna be majzoom. Kaifama, it makes both majzoom. So this is already majzoom. We just bring in kasra to connect these two words, and this one noun should be removed. So we're gonna say kaifama tu'amilin nasa, however you treat people, yu'ami luka, they will treat you. So noun is removed from here. Iza turidu arada yuridu, iza turidu antarif lugata fatakallam ma ahliha. If you want to know the language, then you should speak with its natives. Ahliha, with the people whose language is this, with its natives, native people. So iza, after iza past tense comes, so this is present tense. So we're gonna change this to arada yuridu, and this is for anta aratta. Iza aratta antarifa lugata fatakallam ma ahliha. So turidu, change this to aratta. Question number 7. Ainal kalimatu sahihatu. Where is the, so we are given 3 choices, we have to pick the correct one. Qira'atul kitaba illa. So others, this is the word that I read the book except the lesson 4, the lesson number 4, except that. So this is the exception here. So this is the aslubul istasna. Now we have to identify which i'rab is gonna, the istasna is gonna take which i'rab. So to find out that, we'd have to see what kind of sentence is this. So we see that it has all the 3 parts. The first part, mustasna minhu, so that is there, mustasna is given, and the adatul mustasna, the tool of istasna, is also given. So all these 3 parts are given. So this is al mustasna tamun, is a complete istasna, and this sentence is also positive, so is musbat. So is al mustasna at-tamul musbatu. So in this case the istasna is mansub. So ad-darsa is the correct answer. Lam aktubil wajiba illa aswalul awwala. So this one is al mustasna. It has all the I mean, this is lam aktubul wajiba, I didn't write the homework except the first question. I mean, just other than the first question, I didn't do anything else. So this is we see all the three parts. Al-wajiba, the whole of it. Al-mustasna minhu, sawal is the mustasna. Illa adatul istasna. So is is al-mustasna at-tamu, but this is manfi. This was positive, musbat. This is manfi because this is negative question. So in this case, in this case we're gonna bring in. We have two choices. Either we bring in this the mansoob, or we use this the or we use the i'rab of this al-wajiba, the homework. In both cases this is also mansoob, so aswala is the correct answer. Lan tarifa illa, you will not know it illa except bil qiraati, without reading it. So this is naqis, al mustasna naqis. So if mustasna is naqis, because naqis is not complete because we don't have the mustasna minhu, the first part of it. We have illa, we have the mustasna, but we don't have the mustasna minhu. So this is naqis and manfi. So in case of naqis and manfi, illa will cancel action with lan, so they both are out, and then the sentence will follow as normally. So like it, because it coming after ba, harf of jar ba, so it's gonna take, it cannot take al qiraatu, it cannot be marfu, cannot be mansoob, it has to be majroor bil qiraati. Ma ja'at tullabu illa. So now this is the same sentence as this one, lam aktubil wajiba. So this has all the three parts. Ma ja'at tullabu, none of the students came except one student. So other than one student, none of them came. So atullabu is mustasna minhu, talib, student, is the mustasna, and illa is idatul istasna. So we have all the three parts. So this is al mustasna atamu, but this is manfi. So when the in case of manfi, we have two choices. Either make it mansoob, or we make it badal for atullabu. So in this case both the answers are correct. If we say ma ja'at tullabu illa talibun, this is correct, or we say illa taliban, this is also correct. So in this case we have two choices. Here the two choices were both were mansoob, so no matter whatever you use is gonna be mansoob. Here this mustasna minhu is marfu, so you either make it mansoob or marfu. The last one, ma ja'at illa talibatun. So this again, like this sentence, it does not have the three parts, it only have two parts. Taliba, the mustasna, illa datul istasna. So the mustasna minhu is missing, so is not tam, is not complete, is naqis, al mustasna naqis, and is manfi. So in this case ma cancels action with illa, so just remove these two, and then the sentence will work normally. Ja'at talibatun, a girl came. So in other words, taliba, we use the marfu form because is the file, is the file, it has to be marfu. So instead of saying none came except a girl student, so if we take these two words out, we can also say that a girl student came. So then this functions, the istisna will just have the i'rab of like a normal sentence. So talibatun is the correct one here. Okay, question number 8. Uktubil jumlata fi uslubi ta'ajjubi. Write the sentence in the uslubu ta'ajjub, in the exclamation style. For example, here is mubtada khabar, al kitabu jamilun, the book is beautiful. So we're gonna make it like a surprise in the uslubu ta'ajjub. So we can say ma ajmal al kitaba, remember those two fatha rules. Ma ajmal al kitaba, what a beautiful book. So now we're gonna base like this example, we're gonna change all this to tajub. So atriku tawilun, the road is long. So we're gonna say ma atwalat trika. So we're gonna bring ma and we're gonna bring past tense to show the length on the pattern of afala. So is atwala, just like it was ajmala, and the noun is gonna be atrika. Ma atwala trika, what a long road. Al maktabatul arabiyatu zakhmatun, the Arabic library is massive. So we're gonna say ma azkhama. So we're gonna change this to verb azkhama on the pattern of afala, and then al maktabatu is gonna be al maktabata, and this is the sifa of al maktaba. Ma azkhama al maktabat al arabiyya, what a massive Arabic library. Adarsu sahlun, the lesson is easy. So we're gonna say ma ashala darsa, what a easy lesson. Ma ashala darsa, what a easy lesson. Sahlun is gonna change to ashala on the pattern of afala, and adarsu to adarsa. At'amu hulwun, the food is sweet. So we're gonna change this to ma akhlat ta'ama. Ma akhlat ta'ama, hulwun change to ahla on the pattern of afala, and at-ta'ama. Al qasasul arabiyyatu kasirun, Arabic stories are many. So we're gonna change this to ta'ajjub. Ma aksara al qasas al arabiyya, how many Arabic stories. Okay, so that completes question number 8. Question number 9. This is the aslubun nida, calling. Example is Ya Muhammad. The Irab is not, the harkas of the Muhammad is not given. So we're gonna say Muhammadu. We're gonna misal, Ya Muhammad ikra hazal kitaba, O Muhammad, read this book. So we have to put the harka, is gonna be Ya Muhammadu, single dhamma in place of nasab. So here is gonna be Ya Talibu, just is a common noun, nakira. So it's gonna be Ya Talibu, and it is also the person we are calling, so it's gonna take single dhamma. Ya talibu udkhulil fasla, enter the classroom. Ya ayyuhal harisu, so ayyuha we said comes when the person we are calling is the proper noun, so then we bring in ayyuha, because ya does not like to go directly with the word with al. So we bring in ayyuha. Ya ayyuhal harisu, O guard, intabih, pay attention or watch out. So this verb is in, this is intabaha. This is intabaha with this ha, yantabahu, and this is intabih. To make it amr, form 7 is intabih, failul amr. O guard, pay attention or watch out. Okay, so next one is, this is mudaf alayh. So the mudaf is going to be take a fatah. Ya shaykh al masjidi, O sheikh of the mosque. Matas salatu, when is the prayer. Ya Yusufu, just like Muhammadu, Maza Karatal Yoma, what did you read today? And Ya Banatu, just like Talibu, oh girls, Hal Stahzirunal Hafla, will you come to Satahziruna, will you come to the party? So it's gonna be Banatu. Question number 10. So now one word is given with different options, different haraka, common noun, proper noun. So we have to use one in every sentence. Da kullu kalamatin fil makanil manasibi. Put every word in its proper place. So ya limaza ta'akharta. So we're gonna say to a student, why did you come late? So is the we are saying to a student whom the teacher knows, he knows that is the intended student. He wants to ask him why did he come late. So it's gonna be singular, is gonna be a nakira talibu with the dhamma sign, single dhamma sign. So the correct word here is talibu. Ma afzala, so this is the uslubu tajub. So ma afzala, here we're gonna say at-taliba because double fatha rule. Afzala on the pattern of afala, and the noun is gonna be with the fatha. Ma afzala taliba, what a afzal student, the best student. Allazi yuzakiru fil baiti, who studies in the house, wa fi shari'i, in the street, and fil madrasati, and the school, who studies everywhere. Arafatul labu ijabata illa, the students knew the answer except one student. So that one student, what haraka is gonna use. So let's find out. So this has this jumla, it has all the three parts. Tullabu is the mustasna minhu, illa is the tool of exception, adatul shart, adatul istisna. So now we're gonna say istisna. So now when it is all three parts and this is musbat, so the mustasna gonna take the fatha sign. So taliban is the correct one. Ya ayyuha comes with the noun which has al, so al is the correct one. Ya ayyuha talibu ainal kurrasatul wajibi, where is your homework notebook? So this ya now coming with the mudaf mudaf. So when it comes with the mudaf mudaf, it is mansub. So ya talibas sanatil ula, O student of the first year student, la buddan takra fi saifi, you must study in the summer vacation. Ma karatu labud darsa illa, none of the students they read the lesson except one student. So now we see all the three parts. Atulabu is the whole, mustasna minhu, illa is there, and then mustasna is one of these words. So but this is negative sentence, so is al mustasna atamu al manfiyu. So in this case we have two choices. Either we use this one which is already manfu, or we use mansub. So we can use this one talibu, which is marfu. So ma karatu tullabu darsa illa talibu, except one student. Aswalul hadiya ashara, question number 11. Arib ma yati, so we have to put irab here on this sentence. So ya is harfu nidain mabniyun ala sukun, la mahalli laha min al irab. Mudira, so this is mudaf mudaf alayhi, mudira al madrasati, the principal of the school. So so this is we're gonna say mudira is munada mansub, alamatul nasbi al fatah, has a fatah, and wahuwa mudaf, and madrasati mudaf alayhi majrurun, alamatul jarri al kasra, and hazara is the verb, hazara yahzuru, hazara fi'lun madin mabni al fathi, al mudarrisuna, This is the file. Fa'ilun marfoon walamatul rafi al wawu. This is the wawu. This is the file, that the sign that is rafa. Li'annahu jama muzakkar salim. Illa is idatu istasna. Harfu istasna mabni ala sukun la mahalli laha min al i'rab. Wahidan is mustasna bi illa mansub lamatul nasbi fatat is zahira. So in this jumla istasna, we see that this is mustasna minhu, and this is the mustasna one teacher. All the teacher came except one. So and this is al mustasna atamu al musbatu. So in this case we have only one choice, that it should be mansub. So it's wahidan. Question number 12. Uktubil af'ala mad damair. So we have to use this verb with all the pronouns. Fakada yafkudu, to lose. So huwa fakada. Huwa fakada, he lost. Huma fakada, both of them masculine lost. Hum fakadu, all of them masculine lost. Hiya fakadat, she lost. Huma fakadata, both of the feminine lost. Hunna fakadna, all of the feminine lost. Anta fakatta, you masculine lost. Antuma fakattuma, you both masculine lost. Antum fakattum, you all masculine lost. Anti fakatti, you feminine lost. Antuma fakattuma, you both feminine lost. Antunna fakattunna, you all feminine lost. Ana fakattu, I lost. Nahnu fakadna, we lost. First person. So the next one is allafa yuallifu, to write or to author something. So allafa yuallifu, huwa yuallifu, he writes. Huma yuallifani, both of them write. Huma yuallifuna, all of them masculine write. Hiya tuallifu, she writes. Huma tuallifani, both of the masculine write. Hunna yuallifna, all of the feminine write. Anta tuallifu, you masculine write. Antuma tuallifani, you both masculine write. Antum tuallifuna, you all masculine write. Anti tuallifina, you feminine write. Antuma tuallifani, you both feminine write. Antunna tuallifna, you all feminine write. Ana uallifu, I write. Nahnu nuallifu, we write. So this was the present tense. This was the past tense. So khatiya, so this is also past tense. Khatiya yakhta, to err or to make a mistake. Huwa khatiya, he made a mistake. Huma khatiya, both of them masculine made a mistake. Hum khatiyu, all of them masculine made a mistake. Hiya khatiyat, she made a mistake. Huma khatiyata, both of the feminine made a mistake. Hunna khatina, all of the feminine made a mistake. Anta khatita, you masculine made a mistake. Antuma khatituma, you both masculine made a mistake. Antum khatitum, you all masculine made a mistake. Anti khatiti, you feminine made a mistake. Antuma khatituma, you both feminine made a mistake. Antunna khatitunna, you all feminine made a mistake. Ana khatitu, I made a mistake. Nahnu khatina, we made a mistake. Question number 13. Aswalu Salisa Ashara al-Quranu Abul Maktabat al-Arabiyyati. The Quran is the father of the Arabic library. Ishrah li bara. Explain this phrase. So I would use the same phrase, that this kind of the same question as we have done in the question number 2. Tani, which means that Hazihi al-Ibaratu anna al-Quran Kareem huwa al-Mahwar al-Sasi. This is the main axis from which Muazzam al-Ulum al-Arabiyya, the many major Arabic sciences and Islamic sciences, they came out. They came out of it. So that is why it's called Abul Maktabat al-Arabiyya. Question number 14. Aswalu Rabi'a Ashara fil Maktabat al-Arabiyya kasirun min al-qasasi. In the Arabic library there are many stories. Min Maktabat al-Mahidi uskur bazan min kutub al-qasasi qadiman wa hadisan. So from the library institutes library mentions some of the old books and some of the new books. khamsatu kutubin kadimatin wa khamsatu kutubin hadisin alal akali. Minimum you have to mention 5 old books and 5 new books. So we can write any 5 old story books and 5 new story books from the institute. So I just skip this one. So that is the end of this book, and that is the end of this lesson and this book. So we completed this book, alhamdulillah. So I'm going to stop it here now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.